I got him. How much is it going to suck when I go back to the US and have a local con beanie? You know, I just went. That's where I got dinner tonight. I got, what did I get? Egg salad sandwich, obviously. Don't even think I like walk into a convenience store without at least like looking at that egg salad sandwich, because I do. Every time I do. I had they call them salad chickens. They're like healthy. I don't know how they cook them. Roast them, steam them? I don't know. They're good. Salad chicken breast with spicy yuzu marinade. It was like 200 yen for like 100 grams of cooked chicken breast with like, it actually tasted good. I had a spicy salmon roe onigiri. I had a bag of steak flavored 3D chips. And I'm still drinking a 1 liter bottle of green tea. Enjoy it now and ends soon? Depending on the sex, I want to be back as soon as possible. It would be nice to be back for a little bit next year. Green tea is actually really good for you. I mean, that is not like, that's not like a shocking statement. Oh, wow, really, streamer? Tell me more. Well, like, I guess it helps with like weight loss if you're fat. So that's nice. I mean, not a huge amount, but you know, hey, when you are mildly to severely to morbidly overweight, you take everything you can get. No, it's not like that. It helps. Basically helps your. This is as I understand it. Helps your body process carbohydrates in a slightly different way that will provoke less of an insulin response. What am I saying? I'm just saying green tea is okay for you. But don't! Green screen is cutting off the side of my face today. I love carbs. Well, if you like carbs, drink more green tea. Doesn't look like it. It's not cutting off the side of my face. It just sometimes it picks up the wall behind me. Let me know. Yeah, that's just my face. Is this better? Yo, that's so unnerving. Small. Am I too big? Should I be like a little guy? There we go.
_the_rascal just recently.
Smooth move tea? I would take it if it worked, man.
You'll lose some weight. Just don't plan on doing anything important.
I really will. So we started a new hard. Be a little man. We started a new hard mode playthrough yesterday. Not yesterday. Yesterday I took the night off. I went to American Mura. I went to some bars. I got Mexican food. I had a great time. Based Japan. You'll enjoy my face morphing? Thank you. There's Mexicans in Japan. I can almost guarantee you the people serving us were Japanese. And the people running the restaurant were Japanese. That being said, I'm a little Mexican. So yeah, you could say there's a Mexican Japan. Did I ever beat a Latrion? What do you think? I mean, Elitist, the only thing I could do is like, I could turn off the green screen effect. But then we don't have the green screen effect. Not with the real account. Okay. Fair. So, we beat him. But Uh, yeah, all right, that's fair. Yeah, we did beat him, but I had to use my normal account. Two guys crashed Gamescom. The other guy was only on camera for 2 seconds, get his Twitter handle and a shirt. All I know about was Bill Clinton wants to play GTA 6. Which, like, I don't know, man. Like, if you're going to be, like, a sloppy copycat guy, like, you got to up the game. You can't just be like, oh, I'm doing the same joke. I don't know. It's not that funny. I don't think it's funny. Yeah, like a diaper or... Like, I don't know, like you gotta do something. I don't know why I went here. I should have gone to the friggin' Wild Spireways. Yeah, no, I mean, there's, you know, there's a number. The only authentic, and by authentic, I mean, you know, food being cooked definitely by the owner restaurants that I've seen in Osaka have been Indian curry restaurants. Those are 100% absolutely India or near India adjacent people working, running, and probably owning those restaurants. Running to stage wearing a Gapey costume? See, like, that would be good. You know what I mean? Like, people would be, like, really into that. They'd be like, hell yeah! I love Gapey! The whole cheer would start up, be like, I gape with Gapey! I gape with Gapey! We all start doing the... like, a little cheer together. You know what I mean? Gapey hoodie merch. I actually really like... What... I gotta have words with Scott Van Dersen. I gotta, there's that you've awakened something in my brain that I think needs to be created. Yeah, I gotta talk to you after, if not after the stream, in the next 24 hours. I'll send you a message. Got an idea. Got an idea for possible. So, you know, you guys don't know what's in my brain, so you don't know what I'm thinking. But I'm thinking of something. It might be time to use some merch. I'd want to talk to some of the other artists we have around. You know, see if there's any other designs we can get going for some merch. But I think we can get some stuff. I don't ever want to be in your brain. Why do you make me sound like you guys have to understand, like, I believe, like, I'm normal. Like, I'm not strange. Like, why do you guys always make me think I'm strange? I'm very normal. What do you mean I'm not normal? I'm like the most normal person I know. Yeah, if anything, I'm like too normal. Too many couches. I only need one more. I do need one more. I need another couch. I'm not done with that. Don't marry women, pee in my mouth instead. Okay, that's a little weird. Saying encouraging young people not to marry women and to pee in my mouth instead is interesting. I think I need another couch. I just like one more. I'm somewhat normal for Twitch. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm going to give you this. No, I'm not. Why would I ever give you a Giratotus hit? That's not allowed. My dad calls you the screamy American man? Is that... is that like... Does he mean that like a nice way? Is that like a nice... Is he mean it like a nice way, or... Like how am I supposed to take that? I might make these Baroth Greaves. I ain't gonna make them. You're not normal, but in the right way. That also seems like a compliment, and I appreciate that. A lot of Twitch isn't? What is... Alright, so the thing is, like, I don't watch a lot of Twitch. I'll show you what I watch the most of. I watch a decent amount of Northern Lion. I watch, Ots and some other adjacent Dead by Daylight-ish sort of streamers. I occasionally watch Moon Moon. And Baylor Lord and Jorbs. That's probably the majority of it. Like, what are the weird ones doing? I'm a Moon sub, but like right now, like he's playing like RuneScape all the time. Like I just like don't want to watch RuneScape. That's not like a him problem, really. Hammer run now, yeah. You're not streaming. Wilbo's a little. Wilbo will get into some stuff. But see, the thing is like Wilbo, I feel like he's like a willful deviant. He wants to show you his balls. It's just like a little, it's not a bad thing. It's just like, he's got them and he wants you to see. Why can't I be Wilbo? I don't know. It's tough. It's difficult. Maybe you want to see them too. Alright. Time to die to Anjanath. So it's like... Is that Armored Core soon? You want to see Zora Magnaros? I'll get it for you, man. You gotta worry. What would make an art stream more interesting to watch? I feel like you should. I mean, this is me spitballing. People love the art. Some people love the process, but like not everyone loves the process. Maybe like time-lapse that stuff. Subway Surfers gameplay on the side? React content on the side? Actually, I think that's what you gotta do. No. Actually, I mean, rarely do I agree with Moth. Moth is a little brainily deficient. But I think having some like good nature documentaries and stuff, yeah. Yeah, no, I agree 100% actually. You got your wings out yet, man? I'll wait for them. Actually, you know what? We're gonna mount them. Ah, never mind. He's good. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Oh no! We got scatter nuts. Here, eat that. The hard part is having just the drawing on screen. Because then you're really just limiting yourself to the people that are into the process of art. Like, there's a lot of people that say, like, oh, I don't watch the game, I watch the streamer. And, like, that's a little bit true. But I would have a very different crowd if I was just, like, streaming chess all the time. That's just the fact. And by a different crowd, I mean nobody would watch me because I'm not that good at chess. Well, I mean, and so the thing is like, if you're really good at art, this is the Bonecuss's point, the streams are even better because, like, you can just chat about anything. And, like, I'm not talking about, like, oh, my My dick is so large. Wow, I'm so great at Monster Hunter. But, like, I'm definitely good enough at Monster Hunter. I don't have to think about the game. Everything is gone. Fog. Yeah, it was too... I thought about it. Not for much. But I did think about it. And I'm like, yeah, I just can't. It's not. It was too strong. Well, we had a mod installed that, changed the moveset for Hammer. And, like, it's neat. Oh, come on, man. What was cheaty about it? So, I mean, look. From the absolute outset, I knew it was going to make the game easier. Because any mod like that is going to make the game easier. People rarely create a mod that makes the game harder. I feel so good. It really changed the moveset. The moveset was completely different. That's 2 pods already. Yo, who says I need a cheaty mod, man? I just beat his ass. I did not. Did you see how much damage he was doing to me? Hard mode is 100% still installed. I did not uninstall it. Prove it. All right, I will. All right, no laughing and no holding it against me. I'll show you. I'll 100% guarantee you it was uninstalled, and I know the perfect way of showing it. It's not fair, man. Yeah, you ever just think, huh? You ever just think I'm really good at Hammer? I'm pretty good at Hammer. I'm not saying I'm the best in the world. I'm not the best in the world at any one thing. I'm just pretty good at a lot of things. Everyone's good at Hammer? I remember there being a guy coming into chat once. He said he didn't like Hammer because it was too simple. You gotta have your timing down, man. Separates the good ones from the great ones. Like, after that greatsword run, okay, I get a little treat. The treat is you get to play Hammer. The treat is Armored Core. I'll play it. I don't know if I'm supposed to be getting a key. I thought I was going to get a key. I don't know. I don't know if I'm high enough in the rankings to get them. Gunlance to balance it out? Are you suggesting like Gunlance is like bad? Hinjotsu. I don't know what that means. Alright, so we're gonna put on full leather. I definitely get it early. I don't have it early. Hold on, let me check my top 3,000 streamers. I might be. Oh, I just got a message. Yeah! Woohoo! What time zone? Directly under my nuts. All right. Right under my nuts is where the time zone is. Look at it. I can start, I believe, at 7 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, which is like 8 p.m. my time tomorrow. That's exciting. I'm almost positive my team does not realize that's normal EU release time? Well, whatever, man. That's the embargo. I'm going to follow it. I'm sure some other streamers got better deals than me. That's fine. I'm not other streamers. I'm not super uncomfortable with that. I've accepted my lot in life. I gotta reveal my butthole and play Monster Hunter. And like, you know what? That's a blessed existence. Show the first letter of the key. I don't know if I'd be 5066. There we go. The first, I'll reveal it over the course of the stream. The first code for the key is N. I'm at acceptance? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Get cracking. In 69 for 20 plays. All right. Is hard mode installed? Hit me. What do you think? Seems normal? Kiss my ass. Alright. Kiss it. Get in there. Alright. I'll shower. I'll use my heated bidet. Maybe I'll spray a little fragrance down there. Just eat my ass. Yeah, I gotta admit to you guys, the Crown Burger, the 1 pound burger, I woke up with some pain and like my ass was hurting so bad, it was at the point it was itching. Like I thought I had a hemorrhoid. And then like, I'm like, why, like how did I get a hemorrhoid? Like, you know, I sit on the toilet. I'm not on there that long. I'm like, oh, right. The 1 pound of ground beef. Ah, I see. So, yeah, there was a little revenge. It wasn't, to be clear, it wasn't like a pineapple. Like, it was fine leaving. But there was some pressure, some pain. This is like trauma. I could have done too. If the fate of the universe were on the line, like if I genuinely thought somebody's life were in danger, and in order for me to save them was to eat the crown, 2 crowns, I could probably do it. How much was it? $14. It was 2,000 yen, which is $14. You passed the whole pound at once. Yeah, no, I mean, I was like a pregnant woman. Like my butthole dilated to like 4 inches and it just passed out fully formed. You're gonna blow out my butthole? That's what it's there for, man. You wanna enter those pearly gates having your butthole fully intact? I know I don't. I saw an image and I saw people saying it looked like Fortnite. And then I did not click anything. Should I click something? His hit zones seem different. Your hole is desecrated? Yeah, so we're probably about the same level. I don't mean to be like... I don't mean to like appropriate your IBS and destroyed butthole, by the way. Like, I respect that. That's been a challenge for you. He changed the hit zones, man. It might be too soon for Capcom to announce something from Monster Hunter. Dude, Gamescom comes and goes and like you're already on the Doomer train. Wait for Tokyo Game Show. Wait for the Game Awards. Am I going until Shara? We are going to go until I can beat Elatrion. It is absolutely not releasing this October. That's for damn sure. I don't know anything, but I know that's not. I had zero expectations of Gamescom. Even Jeff Keighley was like, you're not getting anything new. And like, what we got new was like Killing Floor 3, which is cool. That's cool. But I wasn't expecting anything other than that. No, I mean, I'm thinking between January and March of next year will be a new Monster Hunter. Crimson Desert was new. Crimson Desert looked great. I mean, I kind of forgot about it. That's bold to say. It's just business, man. They need a big title for next year. I don't think Dragon's Dogma will do it on its own. I wanted, where does the hatred for Phil Spencer come from? Is it because he's smiling? He's built kind of like a dwarf? The fact that he literally paid money to bribe someone to give him an award for like most green company? That was totally paid for, by the way. That entire organization is like, that their only reason for existing is to take money from corporations that give him money. To be fair, I mean, people hate, like, whatever. You hate Phil Spencer, that's your business. But like, before him, we had like Phil Molyneux. Spencer seems fake to you? You're putting him in the same room as Peter Molyneux. He still seems fake to you? You're insane. Peter Molyneux. They have likely been working on the new game since, at the very latest, September of 2019. Phil disappoints? Look, man, I wish things were better. We all do. But I still find that I get great value out of my Game Pass. If I play 3 games on it a year and enjoy them, and I play 10 games a year and think they suck and uninstall them in an hour, I've got my money's worth. That's how I look at Game Pass. Peter and Phil are related, actual cousins? That's fucked up. That's actually really messed up. I did not want to know that. So that there's, I mean, we could just say, I mean, there's almost definitely at least a little nepotism going on then, right? If Phil Spencer was in it and then like Peter Molyneux was in it before him. I got almost 100%. That's blood, Lotinus. Whenever he's getting shot, he'll bleed a little. Who's waiting for the Linus Corpo drama to get spicier? I feel like the worst stuff is already out. I mean, overworked, sloppy productions, with borderline, if not outright, harassment of their staff. Sounds about right. Ezra, thank you. I mean, there's so many people subscribe. Like, I don't want to say that Linus Tech Tips is too big to fail because it's YouTube and all sorts of things can fail, but I mean, all I can imagine is like, what are the hooks that they have built into YouTube? Because every time I've logged into any device and search for anything remotely technology related, you'll get a Linus Tech Tips video. If you click that, your timeline becomes Linus Tech Tips video. I mean, I'm not defending Linus. He's definitely an asshat, but, you know, he never got an MBA. He's just, you know, I mean, the way a lot of YouTube is like, you got lucky and then you were willing to exploit other people. I mean, not all the time, but a lot of the time, that's what it is. He got lucky, and now, you know, he's down with exploiting his workforce, and he's riding that train. I mean, you know, on a one-on-one, very personal level, I think he's probably not a terrible guy. But as a boss and manager of people and like respectful of like workers' rights, terrible. I mean, look, you'll never find anyone on this platform more pro-union than I am, Mornifa. Like, absolutely, like, ride or die, 100% unions. Like, I'm even okay with, like, the objectively really bad unions out there. Like, I'm okay with, like, police unions. But, like, they should be the last one that exists. Everyone else should be in a union. You know, I mean, literally, like, there was news about the union negotiations with UPS. And in the United States, like, UPS got like a 50% increase in people applying. I mean, I could see there occasionally being, I mean, obviously, I mean, it's life, right? Occasionally, yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a union that's not going to be good. Of course, it's life. But I don't know. You'd have to be a certain level of deranged and like capitalism pill to think that your boss has your best interest out for you, because they do not at all. Because a boss at the end of the day is in it for themselves. And you know, and again, why shouldn't they be? You know? Or they either got lucky and got in that position, or, you know, they took some time and risk to own the place. Like, I don't blame them for wanting to be self-interested. That's why you need a union. Do I have the best interests for you? Look, I'm playing Monster Hunter, aren't I? All right, get off my ass. It's sketchy that his wife is head of HR. I mean, you know, I don't know what the laws are in Canada, you know? Maybe that's okay. Can we unionize? Sure. Are you demanding benefits? Whole benefits? How do you feel about fans of creators trying to unionize? Freedom of speech and freedom of organization isn't like a good for me, not for thee sort of thing. Taylor Swift fans, I don't know how that's gonna work. I mean, the issue is like, I would assume it's a sort of thing that like is a big issue in like Hollywood with like actors and the actors union. Like, how do you know that someone is going to be performing in the best interest for the rest of actors? You know, because like for me to be like a content creator and a content creator union's like, there's a lot of people I don't want to be with. Like, don't put me in the same boat as those people. So there's some situations where it's a little bit difficult. I feel like talent agencies, pretty good, pretty close to it. Yeah, I want to have say in their planning and their personal life. Too far. Really too, that's a bit much. No, let her do her thing. Just listen to her music, man. Be happy with the content. Hands aren't employees. I mean, you got, you know, you don't have any stake in it, right? I mean, if you wanted to have like a Taylor Swift fan club and like, you know, mail her a letter and be like, this is what the fans want. I think a lot of creators would be appreciative of such direct and honest fan feedback from that. It doesn't mean they're going to do anything, but I mean, you know, they would probably look at it. The thing is, and like this is the hard truth, is sometimes the fans, I'm not even sure that they know what they want to see. Not all of them, of course. Some of them definitely know what they want to see. I'm not denying those feelings. I'm not gaslighting you. I'm not going to tell you, like, I'm not going to sit here with a straight face and be like, you don't want to see Whole. I know you do. I mean, yeah, you thought you wanted to see Nanodivers. I thought you wanted to see Nanodivers. We were both wrong. I'm glad I streamed it, because it's a good metric. It's a good like litmus test for what is streamable content and what isn't. At the end of the day, most parasocial parasites / clowns are out there trying to provide some value, and that value is usually entertainment, and so you're just trying to do the best you can to entertain as many people as you can. You know, hopefully that's what makes you happy, and that's what motivates you to be a clown. I love Tokyo Jungle. When I get back to the US, I might do another playthrough. Have I tried shifting my jaw? I did actually get it open a little bit wider. I think the crown helped a little bit. Yeah, I think that's a good point, Elitius. Yeah. Do it in EU times? My plan, because I'm not taking Japanese this year. My plan is to have similar, if not identical, hours in the United States as I am now as Ravius. Crown is training for gaping? A little bit. It'll help your gape. if you're worried about your gape, you know, like, look, I'm not out here saying like you got to fly out to Japan and get a double stack, quad stack Whopper Crown meal. But if you felt like your gape game wasn't up all the way, think about it. I'm not doing the Japanese class. I'm sorry. Look, here's my plans for next year. Be as consistent with my screaming as I am now. Good times. We usually get our times in. It's like 10 until 4, 5, 6. Some good consistent streams. Good start time. At least start at the same time. And get in good shape. Ooh, I got a good name for the fitness club. My plan is to find real employment. Okay, so if there is no new Monster Hunter or Monster Hunter sucks, we're gonna have some tough times, guys. Okay, there might be some less streaming. Visit Brazil? We might go to Brazil someday. I might be getting too weak to work at UPS. I'll find out. I'm not above it. Fitness club name? Oh, it's gonna be so good. I might get t-shirts made. You'll sub up to tier 3 of sexist poo-poo? I really appreciate you. Thank you for saying that. Maybe I'll become an Armored Core champ? Maybe. I mean, look, I like Armored Core. I played it before. I'm definitely not the best ever. Another just bulking on him? No, man, we're not just bulking. No. We're cutting. You know, I'm doing good on my weight right now. You guys, I'll weigh myself, and I just ate. Baldur's Gate 3 streamer? It's unbelievable to me that the game is still so popular. You know, with mods, maybe it's gonna have like some major longevity. You look good? Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. I still have a little bit of a tummy, as I think most guys do. I don't think that's anything to be ashamed of at really most ages. Show tummy? Is he running away? Oh no, he's still here. I thought he was running away. I actually really like that this Nergigante is stronger, because usually he's just gone. Like, you don't actually have to fight him. And I always thought that was stupid. Now he's got a lot of life. Like, you could really tell this is hard mode. You know, it's funny to say it, but honestly, Nergigante is the best part of Zora. No, it doesn't look like he grows spikes. No, you can't. You have to fight him. All right, you guys want to see my tummy? You want me to do the full zoom out? Can I be a little tall man? Very small. Just a little guy. That's like a little. Like a little. You know. Zoom in? I don't want to be a little man. What do you... Zoom in on what? What do you want me to zoom in on? You can't just say zoom in. Oh, what is it doing to my face? Why is it doing that to my face? Do gay pee in real life? We have the motion. Yeah! This is what the fans do at, like, the Shepard concert. This is the motion. I gape for gapey. I gape for gapey. Zoom out. I'm gonna immediately go to the farthest zoom in and see what it does. It doesn't know how to process my image. It's just my nose. Why are my eyes shaking? Because I turned on the AI eye contact algorithm. I think for like certain types of YouTube content, it could actually be pretty helpful. Like if you're reading a script, but you want to like make eye contact with the camera, I think it would help a lot. It's not, no, it's not. You'll know it's on. You'll know it's on because I'm like, how's the second Miss Cafe? I went to America Mura. I got a burrito and I got some drinks and I had a great time. I just get so sussed out at those cafes because like I always worried I'm gonna get ripped off, and I don't know if you would ever get ripped off in Japan. Like I'm starting to think like you'd have to be really dumb and go to like an obviously like touted place to get yourself in trouble out here. But you know, you gotta be smart. There was no guac, but it was carnitas and it came with jalapenos. Jalapenos were a little extra, and it was really good. By far, top 3 burritos I've ever had in my life. Number 1 burrito, El Polone in Boston. I can't say what the number 2 burrito is, but I gotta leave like a wild card in at number 2. Number 3, this one. And then there's a lot worse, obviously. Maybe it's number 2. El Polone in Boston is the best burrito I've ever had. No queso, no. No, I had a margarita and I had a burrito. Total price? 2,000 yen? $14. Yeah, I mean, pretty much any place that, like, needs to pull people in to get customers zany is a place you shouldn't go to. Or any place that's saying, like, oh, do you want all you can drink for some, like, ridiculously low price is not a place you should go to. And, like, the funny thing is like, if you want to get absolutely blasted at a bar, like, there are a lot of places, restaurants included, that have all-you-can-drink packages. Sometimes as cheap as, like, 1,000 yen. Like, it's not that expensive. Like, you don't have to go crazy. No, the hammer is completely unmodded at this point, fuck so. It was interesting to try it, but ultimately I think it was just too powerful. So. Nope. So I'm not going to claim to be like the most experienced world traveler, but I've traveled enough to just know, like, don't go looking for trouble and you won't find it. That makes sense. Don't be an idiot. You know, plenty of places you go to have a good time. You don't have to put yourself in any risk. When Noxella and I were walking around the shadier area of downtown Osaka, we were going down a street. It was near like a lot of like the sexy places. A woman did walk up to me and just said, "Do you want sex?" And you know what? I'm like, on a spiritual level, absolutely. Did I hold his hand? I didn't, no. But like, I would never follow anyone that's like, yo, you want to say no? Not from you. I gotta check with the office workers yet. I gotta say that the bar scene, while I have fun and like it's fun talking to the bartenders, it is a little sad. And General, thanks for asking. Like, you know, it's like, what do you want me to say? Like, yeah, I was, you know, born with XY chromosomes. Like, it's a curse, man. Like, what do you want me to say? You want me to lie to you? 1,000 Ways to Die? That sounds like good React content. You guys care if we do the bauble? I'm gonna do this gathering quest right now. I usually do these off stream, but now I'm gonna let you watch me do them on stream. Have I seen it? I think I might have seen some clips, but it sounds like great React content. Speaking of React content, I did download a documentary. It's not super long, 30 minutes. When blackmailing a drug lord goes terribly wrong, 32 minutes. That looked interesting to me. And then we've got another one about poverty in America. Should have held Noxell's hand. I don't think she would have approached me. I mean, it's not like she hurt me, man. I mean, if Noxella needed to hold hands to feel comfortable, like, that's fine. I'm, confident in my sexuality. No more aliens? You know, the issue is, Zany, is like, it's hard to find good alien content. The content on that one alien cult was like primo. I loved that. Are there any, I don't know what that is. You gotta spell that out for me, man. What is that? What does that acronym mean? GITS? Ghost in the Shell vibes. No. So like in terms of like 80s techno dystopia. But the only thing that you can kind of feel sometimes is the crippling oppression of exploitative capitalism in Japan. I definitely feel as if there's a lot of people being exploited for their labor. Like almost like deliberately and intentionally like are seeking out and exploiting like the Japanese social system. Because they have a culture where, you know, they're less likely to complain. And that makes me sad. I think that's fair to make me sad. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. We've got very much of a corporate dystopia in the United States as well. But hey, at least the healthcare and retirement exist in Japan. At least you can buy a house in Japan. I don't know what I'm saying. They might have it better out here than I'm giving them credit for. But I do feel bad. I do feel bad. It should be better. Just because it's worse in the US doesn't mean it shouldn't be better here, right? Green and orange suit guy and girls peak alien documentary. You're not going to get better than that. Unless they show the actual aliens. That's the weirdest we're going to get on stream. We peaked it too early. Is the issue. Want me to go to the redneck rave? I mean, I'm trying to explain to you guys. Like, I think I've been to like redneck rave adjacent stuff. Like if I go home, and by home, I mean, like, where I grew up. Like, I promise you, I have parties I can go to that are nearly identical to the redneck rave. That's just how they did things, man. Not in Alabama, no. Now, even New England has, you know, country areas, at least places where people identify as being country folks. I feel awakened seeing a pool of mud. I mean, it felt like a little nostalgic. I was never into that. I was never like big into country and that sort of living, but why is stream quality so good? Streaming at 3720p, man. You watching from your phone? I mean, thank you. I appreciate you. "4K TV and it looks great." You know what? You look. Turn off the TV and look into the reflection. That's what looks great. Okay? 100%. Underline, underline. Discord bitrate won't even go above 100? Like 100,000 kilobits a second? Or 100 kilobits a second? You look great. Thank you. Imagine 16 turns off the TV and he just sees like Shed 12 looking back at him. Oh, oh no. Now Twitch goes up to 1080p. Twitch, I think, actually might support above 1080p. It's just like the bitrate isn't going to get any better. There was that Germa bit where somebody was trying to get Germa to believe that his image was frozen on the screen. That's pretty entertaining. You see this? YouTube resolution goes hard. If and when I can get fiber at my house, we might restream to YouTube until Twitch calls me out on it. But I really don't think they're gonna do it. Nah, AV1's not gonna get added to Twitch. There's no way. I don't see that ever happening. $12 million kill with deal with Kick. Look, I don't like gambling, and I certainly don't want to ever encourage anyone to gamble. But I mean, look, we're all looking for that bag. Depends on how much they'd want to bribe me. Unlocks a botanical item on first time completion. All right, I'll fight you. Yeah, OLED is really neat unlucky. Whereas the pachinko stream's actually illegal to stream pachinko parlors, believe it or not. Cameras are not allowed in there. And I don't know why. I'm assuming it's probably because like they don't want you getting someone else's face on screen. To be fair, gambling streams are turned off unless you turn it on. I mean, look, they're definitely doing some stuff that is actually creator positive. YouTube has started limiting stream quality. Interesting. Well, I'm YouTube Premium and a partner, so I would assume I could still stream at least at 1440p. That's what I would really like to do. I'd like to stream at 1440p on YouTube. The whole issue is like, how do you balance Twitch chat and YouTube chat? I don't know. Viewers need to pay just to unlock the higher quality. I'm gonna get you eventually. YouTube chat sucks. It's bad. I mean, hell, I mean, there, you know, with this graphics card, there's a possibility I could even maybe get it up to 4K. I don't know. We'll see. God knows I have enough husks of computers that I could fool around with. I got something going on there. 4K or 1440p OLED? Just go 4K, man. I mean, what's the price difference, really? You should be able to get a 55-inch under... I know you're in pounds, but... 1,000? You're, certainly under 1,000 pounds. Oh, 200 pounds? Oh, okay, never mind. As long as it's an OLED, I wouldn't really sweat it. Nope. Nope. I mean, look, I don't know what your setup looks like. But if it were me, I'd be all about getting that TV set up. Akili Wakaba, it's only like the very first cutscene that causes a strike. So if it makes you feel better, Psychotic, I've been using an OLED off and on. OLED monitor off and on. It's not even like a high quality OLED monitor. For over a year. 0 burn-in. The thing is like, by the time you've worn down your TV to the point where, like, burden is that bad, you'll probably be at the 5 to 10 year mark anyways. And, like, granted, like, we all want everything to last forever. But, like, I'll take burden if it means I can have, like, the black levels I have on OLED. Samsung is a 146-inch TV for $220,000 and I want it. You could invest $220,000 in a Capcom stock and live in a house made of those TVs in like 20 years. My only thing is I'm pretty sure, and I'm not an expert, QD OLED, bad. Don't get it. Is that financial advice? I would never provide financial advice. I'm not a fiduciary. I'm a parasocial parasite internet clown. Everything I do is in for my own self-best interests. Never listen to me about anything. However, I think Capcom will hit 30 by the... in or around the release of the next Sex. Hammer, strategic decision because of bonk? There was actually a mod we installed that changed the moveset for Hammer. So we started with that. However, that mod made the weapon even stronger. So we just finished a hard greatsword playthrough. Can you make a command that shows that little legal statement in chat? If you go back to really old YouTube VODs, occasionally whenever I did a giveaway, I had a mass... Screw you, man. Oh, I'm still wearing my leather armor. Why didn't you say anything? I'm blaming chat. I'm blaming you guys. This is the part where I'm like that loser dad who like made a bunch of terrible life decisions, fucked up, comes home, downs half a bottle of vodka, and he's like, "You little shit! My life sucks! I could have been something if it weren't for you!" You ruined my life! Look, I think we're gonna make it now. I never got yelled at. My dad was not a good guy. He was a screamy guy. He never yelled at me though, or my brother. He yelled at our stepsisters. Our mom was good. She's like, don't yell at them. She's good. That's a good mom thing. But he was he probably had some anger issues. I could have 9 couches by now if it weren't for you, you little shit! It's gonna roar, but we won't die. Hey! Is that a ledge? Ooh! Don't mind if I do. How prevalent is second marriages? Is it norm in America? I think my mom was technically married twice. I don't know how many times my dad... Well, okay, no, my dad was definitely married more than once. He was like a serial marriager. He had a lot of wives and a lot of children. No, this is no longer modded 16, no. I don't know. I feel like if you're the type of person to get married, you're probably the sort of person that would probably want to get married again. If you're the sort of person that would get a divorce, probably the sort of person might get a divorce again too, though. So, I mean, it's a little bit hard to say, right? That's bad. I mean, it's, you know, I think it's just like divorce rates go up and people say like, oh, divorce rates go up because of X, Y, and Z. I think it's just like the stresses of modern era capitalism, man. You know, so much of your focus is driven towards consuming new products, seeking material goods. Like your time spent with loved ones is almost like secondary to that in a lot of cases. Ooh, out of the way. There's one. Feels so bad when you miss the golf swing, but what can you do? Nice. He's exhausted. Nice. Oh, worried about getting killed by the two of them together. No, there's no... Look, I used the mod as done for like two or three hunts. And then we got rid of the bonus damage, and I used that for 2 or 3 hunts. And now it's just gone. I don't want to die! She's ready. No. Now you'll know. I mean, the moveset's like, honestly, it's completely different. The modded moveset is like completely different. As far as I know, the modded moveset didn't even have a way to do a normal triple pound. Kind of interesting. I think it does want us to get a Giratotus Aqua Sac, but I don't know if I want to farm that now. I think it just unlocks like more room. Slinger Burst and Uppercut seemed gone too. Oh, did you try the mod? I'm guessing you must have. You can now request more items at the Botanical Research Center. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't really use Slinger Burst in low rank and high rank because it feels like it's cheating. Hey, well, it cheated, then why'd you install that cheating mod? Okay. Fair. Things are going good, Condor. We got center key for Armored Core. So I'm going to install that after I end the stream at some point today. Yeah, no, the mod completely changed the motion values. I mean, it's, you know, to me, that sort of thing is interesting. I enjoy people's attempts at like rebalancing and remaking weapons. The issue is it's like you got to keep it real close to how the original weapon feels like total damage wise. But the, you know, they always want to be like, I'm going to make this the most broken thing ever. And it's like, you didn't need to do that. You just need to make it like a little different. I don't know if I want the new hammer or not. We watched the Gamescom stuff. It was okay. We'll go up to Fossil Bludgeon for now. And then as soon as we can upgrade the Kulu Beak, we'll do that. I'm just happy Gamescom feels like you don't really have to really follow it to care. And that's nice. That's a little bit of a pressure off. Okay. Coral Highlands. So, ideally today, we will get past Zora 2. Which means we have to get through Rathalos and Diablos. Those are, as bizarre as it sounds, those are classic hard mode walls. I mean, it's free on Game Pass, right, Condor? I mean, I'm not buying it. I'll play it on Game Pass, but I ain't buying it. Why am I so large? Why not small? All right, hold on. I feel like that messes things up a little bit. There you go. Is that better? You like me this size? If you were to go into a stream and there was just like a little guy in the corner, like, is that the sort of stream that you want to stay in? Like, is this my cute little, this is my little mini streamer friend? Or are you like, oh, I want to go where, I want to see a big streamer? Be honest. This is important for me to know. I won't be offended. Like, I won't be mad. I won't be mad at you. You want a Pocket Prince streamer? I think they sell those at Don Quixote. You like the little streamer? Emo Poppy. I kind of like that name. No big cam and no green screen. Like a heavily cropped version of this? I find that interesting that you don't like green screens. Is it you just like to see what's behind the streamer? I mean, there's literally nothing behind me. There's a wall. I don't want to be a little man. It's not the size of streamers that matters. One. Are you going to make a whole list? Green screens usually mess with other colors. What if it was a digital removal green screen like I'm using right now? Is that okay? Because I think this is what I'm going to be using from now on. Because it works. It's not perfect, but good enough. To the stair. You only give you 720p, so everything looks shit. No worries. You know, somebody was just in stream earlier saying that today's stream looked really good, and now you got to tear me down like that. That hurts my feelings. A plank in front of the stream? What does that even mean? I'm only giving you 720p because I'm in Japan. The land of no Wi-Fi. So slow. I don't know what's going on out here. Streamers in the bottom right corner of the stream? I've moved around over the years, but I feel like bottom right's a good place to be. I guess the only issue of being on the right is, if you have chat open, it'll cover me up. Still in Japan? Been in Japan for 3 months, dude. I've got 1 week. And then I'll be heading back.
Yo.
3 months, amazing? I mean, it really wasn't that expensive. I mean, it wasn't free, obviously, but... You know, in the effort of not letting your dreams be dreams, I would say if you want to go and you can stay, like, why wouldn't you? I'm going to try and work something out on Lucky so that when I get back in the US that I might have a high quality stream and then the Twitch stream. I don't know if my current upload is good enough for it, but we'll see. What was my favorite part of the trip so far? Well, you know, if I can say that the most, like, distilled enjoyment, the Hello Kitty Sanrio Pearl and Connecto concert, that made me feel feelings. So, I think I really liked that. The crowd. I mean, you know, every day's a good day. You know what I mean? Like, I've had, at no point, I don't think I've had a single majorly negative experience here. Outside of the landlady being a little weird. And she is. You know, it's a little hard to make friends. You know, I even went to that one event that was like, come talk to people in English. And like, I'm not here to throw shade, but man, I sat down with a guy who claimed to be like a middle school English teacher, and that was... You're teaching those kids English? That's not... Muscle Gold Bar was amazing. Yeah. All right, Muscle Gold Bar and Sanrio Pearl Land. Maru. One of the landlords accused me of being a porn star? Yep. But outside of that, everything's okay. We're okay now. Well, I'm sure the written part is great. But it's I think it's like a social thing. Some, not all, just get very nervous that they'll make a mistake and offend you or look silly themselves. But like, that's how you get better, you know? Not for me to say, it's an entire... Oh, it hurts so bad. That's because being a porn star. It's in the past. No! He just walked up to me and then I died. It's messed up, man. The hardest part is if, like, you do work remotely, and especially if you're a content creator or needs a good upload speed, like, it really feels like you're rolling the dice. And especially if you need to work, like, at late hours, you're also definitely rolling the dice. So. Taking pictures with you and your friend as much as the cosplayers because we were black? I mean, I don't... That sounds like you could have done a lot more than take some pictures, if you know what I mean. I bet, man. That must have been awesome. Good for you. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah. Good times, my friend. So ideally we'd hit with the last hit here. And then here. We keep it PG-13. Is there an argument to be made that sometimes hammer might be a better wake-up weapon than greatsword? That's the scariest attack he has. I mean, just get the KOs, you know? I mean, what's your follow-up after True Charge Slash? You roll over. KO damage get effective wake up hit multiplier? Almost definitely not, but that would be amazing if it was. Well, I mean, alright, Sunbreak doesn't count. No! Fuck. Well, alright then. Oh, he's not that way. He's over here. I mean, they really set me up, man. That's not cool. My future is not looking bright, is it? Wait. No, that's a tsetse. What? We are going to unlock the horn. I think we're going to unlock the horn early. So probably after this, we're going to look around again to get the little horn guys and do that side quest. Oh, god damn it. Well. Oops. Well, there's no time to move. You know, I could still use the pods normally. I'm not saying like I'm not allowed to use pods. I just think Slinger Burst in low rank and high rank is cheating. Viewer was asking me today in Discord chat about speedruns and stuff. And we were talking about, he was like, doesn't Slinger Burst make Iceborne speedruns like really bad? And I was like, how very observant of you. Yes, they do, actually. Even if defender gear isn't used, I mean, they can make it painfully boring. Even using stones? I mean, okay. Using gathered pods? Obviously not as bad. Alright, I'm not gonna get there. But even still, I mean, you know, it turns Great Sword into even more of a true charge slash machine. I feel like that gets a little boring. You know, just being able to skip the tackle or the strong slash. This is actual real life footage of me yesterday trying to process the 1 pound of beef going out of my system. We've all been there, man. We've all been there. I love him too, man. Wait, I didn't want to go. No. All right, that's fine. We'll do the coral cat afterwards. Oh no, I'm out of those. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Okay, I mean, this should be fine. I mean, it's hammer on Radabon, right? So. We can agree that Rotten Vale has the best music. Anyone out there hate the Rotten Vale music? I won't bully you. You just speak your mind. I love that little techno theme. It's so good. Hate the Rotten Vale, not the music? What do you hate about it? The map design is a little weird. I feel like that goes for a lot of Monster Hunter, right? You know what it is? It kind of feels like it belongs like in a Castlevania game. Well, I mean, fortunately, you spend almost your entire time in the glowing water anyways, huh? Ikimashou. Why is she telling me, like, I'm fighting a monster right now, handler? Don't tell me it's time to go. You're not the boss of me. Coral and Rotten Vale should have been one map with 4 camps. I mean, the thing is, like, there's already so much of the Coral Highlands that, like, basically never gets used. That I feel like... Oh, shoot! Oh my god, that was so much damage. Yeah, we're at that point, guys. We're gonna have to make ourselves some more defense. Did I play the game again? I mean, brother, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, I don't... I'm always playing the game. Yeah, it's a new character. New run. Did he blow up that bomb? No. I think, you know what? Does Radius's point? I think they could have done a better job varying some of the, like, flora and fauna down here. Like, it'd be kind of neat to see, like, a full-on, like, I don't know, what do you call it? One of those big, like, spore-looking thingies. Flesh tubes? No! There was no way I was getting out of that. Oh, it's an expedition! It doesn't matter if I die! Yes! Hey man, I'm gonna abuse it when I can get it. If I could... Ooh! Dean, you just took a knife and jammed it. I could beat... Now that I think about it, I could fight Rathalos on an expedition. No! God damn it! No! It's a good thing this wasn't a real HUD. Gonna have to get some better armor. We're gonna have to get some better armor. I'm gonna have to take the getting fucked video, I think, possibly turn it into a sound clip. I need to break his back. Well, up here there's a ledge, right? Ooh, don't mind if I do. Oh, no, 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 no. Screwed it up a little bit. Ugh. That back is definitely broken, right? I like that there's still, like, some viable ledge weapons in the game. I understand why they, like, nerfed them. because they didn't expect coronavirus destroying in real life competitive scene. We're done. And by we, I mean you. Yeah, for you is very different.
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
I mean, all right, to be clear, in any normal hunt, Radovan would have double carded me with room to spare. So, triple carded me with room to spare. I mean, I would have lost if this was a Fatalis quest. I think we carded over 5 times. You play too much? Cool. Is that a compliment or an insult? You play too much? Cool. Like, am I playing too cool for you? Or I play too much and then you're like, oh, cool, this guy plays too much. You're trying to tell me to go outside and touch grass? I won't be insulted either way. I've heard worse. You play too cool. I like that. Thank you. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. Do I got him? Where are you? Stupid fish. Your English bad? Sorry. It's no problem. Never apologize for that. You speak fine. If my goal to win the hearts and minds of South America is ever going to come in order, I'm going to have to find a way to be even better. I want to become the #1 Brazilian Monster Hunter streamer without being able to speak Portuguese. That's my goal. The people of Brazil deserve it. They deserve so much more. They're so nice. All of South America. Absolutely the most based Twitch viewership in the world. We're gonna kill those bugs. And then we're gonna unlock the coral horn. Aussies do deserve... There's... Most Australians are pretty great, but there are definitely some really weird ones. I think I ran into one in Japan. And, like, this is, like, so stereotypical. Like, this is so bad, but, like... He was in the convenience store unsolicitedly offering advice on what to buy to get the most fucked up in terms of alcohol. He was like, oh, get that one. That one will really mess you up. Yeah, man, the strong 0.9% are pretty good for that. You drink a whole can. Drink one of the big cans. That'll do it. He was being friendly. He was right. I mean, he's trying to save you money, man. If you're on a budget. I don't think I need anything from Hornitars, but, you know, let's just be silly little guys and carve them. Stop. Seeing the mix of green and red blood is kind of weird. Because, like, they kind of, like, they gave the Hornitars blood. You see that? And yet, nothing else has blood. I never noticed that before. Did we beat Fatalis already? Brother, Fatalis was the easy part. Fatalis is the easiest part of the run. Alatreon. You ready for school is tiring? Imagine what it was like for me. Having to go in for 8 a.m. classes, dude. Congratulations, then. Thank you. I think it was a good fight. Handicraft this early on is like not... It's not bad. What am I talking about? This is a hard mode run up to Alatreon with Hammer. Previously, we did a run with Greatsword on hard mode up through Alatreon. And when we say up through Alatreon, I mean, we still fought Fatalis. It's just, Fatalis was easy. So, like, I'm not going to brag about killing Fatalis with this mod. This run was started with a cheat mod. That is true. I won't deny it. The Tacet I have on, the Great Jagras Tacet, and the other weapon I have, definitely obtained semi-illegally. Unethically. Fatalis might actually be kind of hard with Hammer. Although, then again, I still don't see... I mean, how could anything be harder than that? Alatreon. Can we just workshop this for a second? Let us assume that the Alatreon that we're going to be fighting with this mod is going to be as cracked out with stuns. So, like, the stunning him is going to do nothing. Like, what is even your move set that can even be close to, like, Frostcraft Greatsword? Like, can I... Well, I mean, I'm out here, I'm asking the question, what dogs are great? Like, what can we even do to get a run that's better than Greatsword with Hammer? Mind you, we still had one more cart, and that was with a cart lost from insurance. It's like, we will have more time with Hammer. Like, we can go up to the 30 minutes. Spin to win? Snipe turns with, like, what? Super Pound? Charge Brutal Big Bang? I'm just curious. Like, I don't even know. Ledge Hammer. That's gonna be fucked though. That's gonna be pretty bad. I don't like the sounds of that one. Yeah, I think that's it though. I think you guys are right. Ledge would absolutely outdamage even Frostcraft Greatsword, right? The thing is like, Alatreon, for better or for worse, is immune to rides. It's going to be 30 minutes, and there's no flinching. Might actually be better to do it without a cat. Because of the cat distraction. Well, even be that as it may, I think we're still going to go ahead and get the cat working with his horn. Do you think Ryozo ever did the aerial hammer like in his free time? Like, I don't know how much Monster Hunter he plays in his free time. He probably plays a little bit. Think he ever touched it and was like, wow, this is fun. He just keeps the secret to himself though. Hyperacute. Pretty excited about that Armored Core game. I guess we should just get into it first thing tomorrow, huh? We'll lead off with it. I mean, I know I'm not normally like, I don't like to be in the front of the wave of like big creamer titles like that, but I think I like Armored Core enough that I'm going to want to play it on launch. I think they just went a little bit too far with nerfing Aerial Greatsword. That being said, like, if you're doing mostly draw slashes, Aerial Greatsword still feels fine. I think it's more damage still than like a normal draw slash. It's just people were expecting it to do the same damage as like TCS's. I don't think we're gonna get too many sack beaters. I mean, on day one. It's the same thing with Elden Ring. Like, the sack beaters, really, they show up after, like, you know, a couple months. The nice thing about the Coral Cat is you can just completely forget he exists. The Vitality Cat makes it so, like, he tries to lure you to your death. He tempts you. He's like, ooh, I got this juicy heal here for you. Is it really 6 hours from now? What time am I allowed to play? Okay, so yeah, I'm allowed to stream at 7 a.m. my time. It's 1 a.m. my time. Is it time for a nap? I mean, I really don't want to end the stream. I mean, look, I said I wanted to get to what? Zora 2? If I play God tier, I mean, that can be in like 2 hours? Will you play God tier? Oh, are there difficulties? Over 12 hours? I don't want to do that. It's night. Yeah, I mean, I'm in Japan right now. Ooh, a little slugger, a little extra defense. It's cute too, isn't it, huh? Oh, I mean, I'll be able to do it if I play God tier. Yeah. No, I think I'm not worried about it. I mean, I'm good at video games. No, I went to this area of Osaka called Amerikamura, hyper acute. And I just went to bars and ooh, I got Mexican food. It was good. I don't drink much in the US. I really don't. I'm not an alcoholic. Well, maybe I am an alcoholic, but I don't drink much in the US. Yeah, it was a good day off. I mean, look, I'm only here for like one more week, so I want to enjoy. I mean, I want to stream, of course, but, you know. Last time I went to Japan, you got mad drunk on stream? Yeah. Uh-huh. I'll do it again, too. I do not remember a Twitch-to-Speech Arena Lunostra stream, but if you guys said that you enjoyed it, I'm really glad I did it. Because I don't remember. I don't remember any of that. I do remember the text-to-speech saying pee-pee hands, and that being really funny. Because it is objectively funny. I think we're going to have Hammer difference. I think Hammer is just going to be so much better here than Greatsword. And like I'm just more used to playing on hard mode. Like I'm more dialed in. Let's get our charm actually. That one extra defense might do something. Never see me use the sword? We used a sword yesterday. Not yesterday, day before yesterday. We had a great sword. What is hard mode? It is a mod, Sir Bamboo. It nearly doubles the monster's health and damage and makes them faster. And that's not everything. Like, depending on the monster, it'll do other things like make their roars deal damage and other things like that. If you hit the command exclamation hard, you'll be able to read the mod yourself and get all the details. It's fun. You know what it is it lets you play the game again while with it being like an actual challenge. And the thing is most people, not all people, but most people really love World. But, you know, what's the fun in watching something if the person playing it isn't having a challenge? And I would say this mod is pretty good for I mean, I think it gives me a challenge. What was your favorite monster? That's cool. I mean, if you fancy yourself like a baller, I recommend you try it out. Now, I'll say this. Once you beat tutorial Safi, even the tutorial Elatrion is hell. Alright, so question, chat. If I can beat baby Elatrion, does that count as beating Elatrion? For the purposes of the run. Just curious. But that would mean we could actually kill Fatalis on our main character. And that's pretty cool. I think if I could kill Fatalis with this character, I'd be really happy. And like, as dumb as it sounds, like, I feel like I could do it. Alright, well, I guess we just gotta settle for the incest today. Nope. I love how they can smell you, but they can't see you. That was actually some very difficult positioning and movement to not end up sliding down that hill. Oh, oops. Ranka, hello. Or cool, hello. Monster World Iceborne Ultimate. Is that like a riff on Generations Ultimate? I don't like it. I knew I was going to trade there. Well, we're not getting one shot anymore by most attacks. That's like basically the mod in a nutshell. Am I getting one shot? My stun resistance is gone! Nope. No, I don't. There's another mod out there, Helox, that changes. It says it's like a new game plus. But apparently they make like every set in master rank like Fatalis armor. It's great Jagus one shot with this mod. Pretty much. So no, I use the mod that only exclusively makes the game harder. We know we've been taken out by a Jagras before. Definitely. Legiana. So 3 more to go, huh? We can do that. Feel confident, guys? She'll only take anywhere between 1 and 10 hours. Depending on how bad Diablos is. I feel like Rathalos, like, we got that. It's really Diablos. And, like, modern day Diablos, like, we kind of beat him up, right? Oh, can we? Hmm. 676. Not even that much of an upgrade, fortunately. Easy monster fight. I'm glad. You know, when you make it look easy. You know, it's like you watch like Tony Hawk and he's like hitting that half pipe. He pulls off the 1080. You're like, oh wow. That looks so easy. I could do that. And then like you go to do like an ollie on your skateboard and you fall over and like you skin your knee and you start crying. It's like how it is, man. It's how I make world look fun, but it isn't for you. And you go out there to do it yourself. You're like, holy, this is hard, man. What the hell is this? That and what Overlord Dean said, which was just take off all the time until Armored Core 6 comes out, are the two nicest things I've heard in the last week. You make the game look fun and just take a vacation, Creamer. It's nice. Those are nice things to say. Can I make you a sleep weapon? Because that would be amazing. I'm the Tony Hawk of Monster Hunter. Can't think of any other American that's better at the game than I am. At least streaming it. They might be better at certain weapons, but... 6-hour vacation. A little late for that, isn't it? Yeah, I'll say it. Screw you. I am the Tony Hawk of Monster Hunter. Go beyond bald if I wanted to get to ledge, yeah. How old is Tony Hawk? He's got to be like, he's got to be over 40. There's no way I'm as old as Tony Hawk. $22? We are the same age. Do I want Ryder? I didn't get it. Well, we tried. Trying is half the battle. Can you change another hammer? I'm looking to upgrade this hammer, but it's going to look exactly the same. This is a new character. He's 55. No way is Tony Hawk 55. He's the Shepherd of skateboarding. That'd be pretty cool. You know, some of these celebrities do like those cameos for like $10. And I could probably get celebrities to do like random shout outs for the stream at like a very cheap price. That'd be really funny. Oba-sama. The respectful grandmother. I like it when she calls her Sumi. His claws are like really bad for it. Uh-oh, that didn't land. Please, no! Usually that'll kill me. That attack does a lot of damage. Get him in the face! It's so much damage. It's too much damage. I did it. You did what? You didn't complete the gapey. I would rise if that were me. I'd be embarrassed. No! You know, if he wasn't sped up by 20%, I would have had that. I know this is meaningless to you, but this is with like over 100 defense. Well, he should be getting exhausted soon. We can get him in the maybe the pitfall trap. We're gonna want to use a lot of traps. Is exhausted? Stop. Don't do that. Leave me alone. Oh god, he's like right on that toad. Well, nothing to do for it. got paralyzed
ママ
again.
見失うのを待ちましょう。
No. Fuck. Ugh.
でも諦めなければ必ずクリアできます。
Well, we didn't use too many supplies. So that's a positive. It was a nice chain of CC. Oh, it was beautiful, man. There's no question about it. It was great. But, you know, enraged one-shots are always a threat, so. But you know what? That's what makes the mod fun, right? World does, even with the reduced flinches that this mod gives you, World gives you so many huge attack opportunities that you really have to make it so the monsters can screw you over on any of your mistakes. Otherwise, it's just not as interesting.
体力が減ってしまいますよ。
Bad. Please tell me this is actually a hill. You're gonna see a reasonable amount of aerial spam when I feel I can get away with it. No! He's sleeping. Oh, we gotta go. He's sleeping. We gotta go. Don't wake him up. Please don't wake him up. I'm not even going to sharpen. I know some of you are going to be like, oh, that was a big mistake, streamer, but look. What we're getting right now is basically free. That's not free. That's not free. Sleepy? No, 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 no. God, no. Iron Pineapple Plate Armor Core 6? He probably liked it, right? Screamer doesn't learn? Look. It's a champion mentality, okay? You're happy to stay within your own limits? I push beyond mine. Like Gapey. Gapey's really inspirational. Same mistake twice. It doesn't always fail. Sometimes it works. Screw you. Not like this. He is, like, insanely close to being done. Now's the time you just gotta take it a little easy. Take it a little easy. You gotta worry about other than his one-shot tail attack. Feggy, I feel like you don't understand anything that you've seen on screen. There's been many times I've gotten the uppercut in a claw. It's not like I've never landed it. Yeah, I've died with it too, but like, I've also landed it as well. I'm not saying you're like bad at the video game. I'm just saying you don't understand it. I might be saying you're bad at the video game. I guess I'm not sure. If I could get my ghillie mantle back, it'd be pretty sweet to get him with these bombs. Oh, he's not a... Can I pay you to eat the big meat cube again? How much are you offering? Brutal Mod 2 OP? Even if it was just like, if it was just a little OP, it'd be fine, but it did feel like it was too OP, yeah. I'm not sure if I want to give myself, like, self-induced hemorrhoids again to eat the meat cube. Streamer morale fees. I just feel bad about charging for that sort of thing. Ooh, we got enough to upgrade the weapon. That's fine. Stool saw. I mean, yeah, you'd want to eat it. It's like a package set. I feel like the pickle pizza would almost be better. Because if you've already seen the meat cube once, like how many meat cubes do you want to see me eat? Maybe that's not a good question. A lot of them, streamer. going on in the Big Gyoza? I don't know. I haven't really been eating like too American-like. Like I don't even know if I'd be in that good shape to take on something really big. I think someplace in this city I think sells the Big Gyoza. Can I order a Big Gyoza? I'd have to look for it again. I forget if it was in Osaka or Tokyo. All right, let's upgrade. It was big. I mean, it's over a pound. I mean, we're talking large, man. Like, real big. .5 kilograms? I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's like 0.47 kilograms, 0.45 kilograms. I mean, the not NASA approved conversions of pounds to kilograms is like 2 pounds is a kilogram. 1 kilogram is half a pound. And it's close enough. Week? And I'm not in love. The only thing that I like pounds for is like weighing yourself. Because weighing yourself in kilograms is difficult. There's just more, I don't know. I don't want to go here. I want to go to the Coral Highlands. I want to get the Force 30 bone so I get an attack plus. Weigh yourself in stone? That's even worse than kilograms. Difficulty with kilograms? Because if you stand on an analog scale, there's just like less numbers. Let me go stand on the scale right now, and I'll tell you how many kilograms it is. What's wrong with stones and pounds? Stones are terrible. What's wrong with stone? Oh my god. Like, I couldn't even really tell. Maybe 76, 77 kilograms. This is a scale in your B&B. I bought it because I know I'll need it for later to weigh my luggage. How long am I? I mean, fully erect? I don't know. 3 inches? Oh, my height. I've never once heard anybody ask me, how long are you when referring to your height. You usually say, how tall are you? I wonder how much conversations on the dating apps go over. Like, you think there's more talk about dick size or height on dating apps? This micro pee bit has started. You feel secure because I probably have a long dong. What sort of psychopath would make a bit at their own expense about having a micro pee when they actually have a massive dong? I do it for my art, okay? All right, I consider this art. And, you know, it's the lies we tell each other in ourselves. The story about there was a guy in college, just genuinely, that, what was it, our junior year? My junior year, maybe his senior year. I forget. And he got into a big row with, like, one of his closest friends. And his friend was like, yeah, this guy's got a micro pee-pee. And, like, obviously, like, nobody would believe just one guy. But then, like, you got all the girls that tried to, like, I'd like gone out with them, and they were like, it's like a little golf t-ball cue on it, and like I feel bad for the guy. That's not good, man. It's not good. It's not good having the tiny pee-pee, and it's worse people making fun about your tiny pee-pee. Yeah, and look, and there's nothing even in the rule book. I was jealous. There's nothing in the there's nothing in the rule book saying that you gotta have like a massive schlong to satisfy your partner anyways, you know? There's a lot more to life, love, and sexual partners than that anyways. You make up for it in other ways. Did I tell you before the stream that I was the most bigger equals better? I mean, look, there's some people out there, I am sure, that are 100% like into like massive dongs, and can you blame them? You know, the heart wants what the heart wants. But I feel like for the majority of people, it's probably not as much of an issue. And I think as much as it may be for men to admit it, I don't think as many women really care about how big your dong is either. Most of them wouldn't. If you were good at cuddling, giving back rubs, other things involving manual dexterity, then you're probably fine. I think I want to get it. I think I want to do the tsetse quiz, because that's going to take care of two things. Don't be a size queen. I mean, all I'm saying is like, it's not, I mean, I wouldn't judge anyone if that's what they were into. I mean, if you got a prostate 10 layers behind like Legends of the Hidden Temple, and that's what you need to feel good, like, all right, go for it. But even then, I mean, they sell relationship aids that will be larger than any human ever could be, and maybe that's what you need in your life at that point. I don't know. I'm just spitballing right now. God knows the final impact would probably be enough for at least 99% of the population. He looks like a happy little guy. What are you going? He's so happy. Why are you so fast? Do you know they sell products to make the usable length shorter? Interesting. No, I did not know that. Huh. Series of squishy rings? Almost sounds a little cozy. No. TC, no. Don't. 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 I'm kind of getting a little Michelin Man vibes as well. Is it like maybe like you graduate? you start at 5 rings and you try to see how many rings you can go through. I don't mean to laugh. God, think about the ego you'd put on your guy to be like, sorry. Even, oh my God, the ultimate lie for your male partner. Your penis is too large. I need you to use protective equipment. That guy would like never, like he would be on a permanent high, like he'd already be in heaven. His ego would go out of control. The O-Nut? Oh my God, that's so good. He always dresses up as the Michelin Man every Halloween. Check me out. I want to see, how graphic is the picture? Can I show chat? That's not too bad. I'm getting a page in Japanese. No, it's all right. I think this is Twitch safe. It's like a little bit like the Michelin Man. For your curious couples. Can I get a discount if I just need to order 1 ring? We don't need protection. Do they have an O-Not extra small? Chinese finger trap. Oh no. Imagine if the Chinese finger trap, the O-Not was like one. Oh no, that's so scary. That's like a game of Saw, like something Saw would come up with. O-Nut was always online. That's what I'm saying, man. Oh. Ultimate bundle for my birthday? Thank you so much. Amatsu, hello. Alright, I was about to say some messed up stuff, but now that I know Amatsu's in the chat, I'm going to tone it down a little bit. Do I wear a watch or am I a phone person? I don't really like wearing a watch. Say it? So I was just wondering, like, are there many content creators that have used, like, those always online penis cages to enhance their streaming content? I feel like that's OnlyFans. Like, I feel like if you do that on Twitch, you're gonna get banned. I'm just trying to think about how funny it'd be if, like, if there was, like, a Dark Souls challenge run. They're, like, locking up my penis until I'm able to be all 3 games hitless naked. Yeah, that's probably OnlyFans, yeah. Yeah. The cage gets smaller? Oh, no. Yeah, that's probably going to be my stream title tomorrow. That sounds like a good idea. The cat's communicating it, and it sounds like a little... It sounds like a little weird. Is the incentive to, like, lock it or to free it, because now I'm getting worried. Friend's cage would be a thimble. I mean, I feel bad for him, man. You donate either option, chat decide. Bid war? Oh no. The equivalent, I mean, you know, GDQ has been like nothing the last couple years. It's about time. The runners have to have the cage donation incentive. Yeah. I can't even go here to unlock the thing yet. Some go down to practically nothing. That sounds dangerous. You don't want to cause any meat damage. Kill the balls. Save the balls, please. I need to buy some bombs. Sorrow, what's up, dude? People that use that are intending to get rid of it anyways? I mean, doesn't mean you should get meat. Like, do they, like, resent it? Like, I hate my penis. I'm gonna squeeze you. Don't, like, bully it. I mean, it's been there for you your whole life. It's fine you want to get rid of it. Don't torture it, though. It doesn't deserve that. Pretty much. That's not nice. All right, we're going to do this on the expedition. They seem to enjoy it. I mean, all right, I guess. I don't know. It just makes me sad. That's all. It just makes me a little sad. You say they as if, like, you know, like you've got multiple people that are into squeezing their pee-pee into nothing. I'll show you. This is an upgrade. Quick Sheath is an upgrade. You do whatever. You're right. You know what? If it's on your body, you do whatever you want. Just even get a promo code for Oh Nut. People who hate their pee-pee. It just, all right. It's fair though, right? I can say it makes me sad. Like, I understand that they want to get rid of it. I got no issue with that at all. I just, like, hating it. Maybe it's because I have, like, a special affinity with mine. Like, I don't hate mine. No matter its size. Just, like, looking down, like, you again! Ah! And it's like, let's play Street Fighter 6? Nope. Ooh, insurance. We don't need that. Like, I 100% agree with the statement, you know, you should be able to do anything you want to your body. It just makes me sad. It just makes me sad people hating their own pee-pee. That's all. And I get it. And I understand, you know, the body dysphoria, all that stuff. I get it. I get it. Does Jen know you call yourself Micro PP? I feel like you're like a detective right now. Now you're like actually on some sort of a case. You're going to like pull back the curtain. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't want to buff up yet. All right, so it's looking okay. We've got Rathalos. If we're careful with Diablos, I think we're going to, like, majorly abuse ledges. We had an oil baron in the chat the other day, ladies. I don't know if you were here. Somebody donated 25 subs anonymously? That would be weird, though, to have her, like, gassing me up. Something's going on. No, it was real nice. There was somebody I played Monster Hunter with way back in the day. We did the Try tournament in New York City. He was just in chat the other day too. You know, we haven't had to ban somebody in a long time, Mornifa. There was a week-long timeout recently, but other than that, there's been no bans. We've gotten rid of most of the Germans. I really think that's where most of the issues have come from. Oh, that misogynist last week. Oh, I mean, I don't even... But, like, that's not even, like, a regular... Like, I don't even count them. You know what I mean? Happened to ZMTL? Got back from his vacation, like, all full of, piss and vinegar, and he started, like, backseating super hard. And then when I was ignoring his backseating, he logged in with his main character and beat Fatalis in hard mode and said, "Ha! I beat Fatalis in hard mode!" Like, get out of here. I don't know what's going on. He says he was fine. He said, I don't know. I feel like something was up. Give him a week to sort it out. No. I mean, the 19 minutes guy, I gotta apologize. He might have actually been telling the truth. Because when I did my finish run with it, it was like 21 minutes. So I maybe did that guy wrong. I owe him an apology. That is actually a credible time. And if he only plays Greatsword, he's like a Greatsword man. He still plays the game a ton. Then it's not odd that he would be able to get a time like that. He didn't get timed out or anything. I didn't punish him in any way. I just said, like, I don't believe you. That's all. The only thing that I didn't understand is, same guy I think was saying, like, Fatalis was hard. And that's the only thing that I don't believe. If, like, you thought Alatreon was easy and you did him in 19 minutes, how the hell would you struggle with Fatalis? That part doesn't make any sense. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yay, it doesn't matter. Oh, shit. No. No. No! No! Oh, no. Well, all right. I can understand struggling on Fatalis because if you don't break the head, it can be, like, really bad. But if you're MR99, I mean, there's not too much of an excuse for struggling with Alatreon. In my opinion. You haven't beat Fatalis? You've earned at least one Fatalis carry from your subscription. If you ever want to do a Fatalis with me. Should I just one day just log in and just do like a Fatalis day? And I just help everybody clear their Fatalis? So they can get all like the dialogue done. You would love that? I will do that. We'll pick a day. I'll resub on all of my accounts. What if you're MR99 but all from Great Jagras fights? That's fine. You still need to get past Baby Elatrion. I forget, Great Jagras doesn't spawn any, like, tempered investigations, right? I don't know if it was worth it or not. Probably gonna go to the middle. Middle's fine. Getting the angle on this head is very hard. This might actually get us a mount, though. A little cheesy. I'll be the first to admit it was definitely cheesy. All right, we got a pod down. Jump. Okay. How confident should we be against Diablos? I can actually meld some Sonic Bombs. We wanted to try and get some additional openings that we wouldn't get otherwise. Tsugiwa. Hope it was. I mean, it's not the shortest stream I've ever done. But I think it makes sense. Finish low rank and then just come back in a little bit with an Armored Core stream. streamer pods. Ooh, there's really not a lot of things to melt for that, huh? React? Ooh, we could... Alright, maybe you'll react. Alright, we'll do this and we'll watch the thing about, the guy that tried to blackmail a drug lord. How's that? Should get at least a 4-hour stream in, which isn't... Again, it's not the longest, but it's not the shortest either. And then we'll be back with more cream. So... Is there no room? You like cream? Me too. That is a really cute emote. Coco Muso? We have a thunderstorm going on outside. All right, let's not go too crazy on the bombs here. I don't think we need them as of yet. Very cute. Just gotta do it. Just gotta do it. Gotta go in. Pichu, you changed your name? If Amatsu's still around, she can switch your points over if you care. You have 2 questions for me? I'll consider answering them. I'm not gonna guarantee I'll give you 0, 1, 2, or more answers, but you can ask them. Can I buy you a whale? I think they're a protected species. I don't think you're allowed to buy them. This guy's for real here? I've got some plans for that. That really... That kind of changes things. I don't want to be a little man. Some interesting whale conversations, chat GPT. Well, I just wanted to know, as most people do, like if I were stuffed into a whale's blowhole and it blew as hard as it could, how far would I get shot? Now, granted, this is all being done with the express, desire. I do not want to hurt the whale. At all. I want the whale coming out thinking, like, my life is great. I'm feeling good. And it's hypothetical anyways. Like, I'm not going to crawl into the whale's blowhole. The funny thing about ChatGPT It's just the way he's programmed. He's like, please don't crawl into a whale's blowhole. It's like, bro, you don't gotta worry about that. That's why I'm asking you. If I was gonna do it, I would already be in there. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. I'm going in that hole. I think we specified sperm whale? I'm dead. See ya. No, that was a mistake. So here's the fun part, Elitius. It would not answer my question about entering into a whale's blowhole. However, I was then afterwards able to create a hypothetical scenario involving the exact dimensions of a whale blowhole into like a tube and a human-sized potato. And then at the end, I told it I tricked it, and I was actually going to go into the whale's blowhole, and it's like, please don't do that. Now, the funny thing is after the fact, we now know that ChatGPT will very gladly create nonsense answers, and so it is almost guaranteed that there's nothing about its math that was correct. But it did give us an answer. Please, God, no! Okay, so, a small issue. We can't do that. When I was having beef with my B&B owner, Hyperacute, this reminds me of the time you were drunk. I'm playing better than I was then. I remember trying to go back and forth with ChatGPT, trying to get some help with the translation. And it gave me the wrong answer several times, up to and including the time I said, I know this is the wrong answer. You've told me it's the wrong answer. Why are you still giving me the wrong answer? I said, sorry, I'll fix my mistake. And it gave me the wrong answer again. Like, I'm sure AI is going to be extremely powerful someday. It is not there yet. It is definitely not there yet. It's definitely been getting worse. All right, now he is not enraged. No! What are you doing? Are people taking ChatGPT answers and like posting them on the internet, Amatsu? Like they're correct? Should have delayed that a little bit. Wait, where'd my little friend go? He's gone! No. Have I beaten Super Castlevania 4? I don't think so. I'm not sure how many Castlevania games I've beaten. Basically everything from the first Game Boy Advance on, I have beaten. Not the 3D ones, the 2D ones. The older than that? Oh, some of those games are real hard, man. Are you trying to beat it? Yo, he knocked himself out. How is he not dropping pods yet? Diablos is just different in this mod, man. I can't believe that Cactor is gone. Put some bets on. It'll kill my mojo, man. Dandori is reference to the newest Pikmin. We've got him on the ropes for sure. So lucky. I was trying to do the jumping mount there. Oh, he's ready. Unreal, man. It's so hard. I mean, that's not even a bad time. 13 minutes.
Mina, 彼らの陣一つ、二つ、三つ放出。そうしれ、妹にも。それじゃしかし渡りの僕らが。
でしたら回廊以外の場所に彼を導くというのはどうでしょう。
ドラマ。
調べたの回廊にや。
なるほど。その後は
問題がそれに。
大丈夫。なぜならば。あれは。ひよった。
Wish we can skip this. Yes, I see. It's a ship. From a city made of ships. It's not shocking that you have a ship.
You think
they would have gotten better at, like, piloting these things. And considering the airship technology and, like, the really random-ass goofy stuff they had going on in Gen U, that really shouldn't be an issue. I actually kind of like it when the box is tiny, because it, like, reminds you to, like, pick your stuff up. Middle greaves. We like tiny streamer. I'm a little guy. This stream, I'm a little guy. What can I say? Just a tiny little fella. There are no dodo greaves, but there's something. I don't want to be a little man. I'm actually questioning about whether or not I even want to try and fight Nergigante. I guess we will. It's not a huge deal either way. Ikimashou! You're coming too? Oh, hold on. I want to use a voucher here. The funny thing is, Amatsu is like, the reason people do that sort of thing is because they want to make a profit off of AdSense. But I'm pretty sure, like, how much money could they even be making? Like, after all of their, like, web hosting costs. Like, like what? Are they actually making money? I don't know. It's passive income! There's a lot of that. I mean, the dream of AI is like, oh, make a bunch of money while putting in almost zero effort. Well, there's a reason why people make money when they're talented. You know? The finished product is usually very apparent. Stocks? I mean, stocks, you got to take a risk. You make, I mean, in theory, you're making an informed decision of betting on something that has been undervalued and are then punished if you bet on something that was overvalued. You're becoming an owner in the company that you're buying. It's weird. It's like so much of stock trading is about like, oh, I'm just gonna buy and sell all the time. Like I'm very much of the opinion like I want to buy it and hold it for as long as you can. I mean, until you actually need to take the money out. You know, day trading to me feels extremely risky. You know, I'd rather invest in companies that I care about or that I think are doing a good thing and be rewarded in that way. Better than, you know, placing massively leveraged spy calls and just waiting to one day get the 50-50 wrong. Before I'm financially ruined. SPY is like an index of like the entire stock market. Like I'm sure you've heard of the S&P 500. That's like the top 500 tech stocks. SPY is way more than that. I think it's like everything, but I could be wrong. I don't claim to be an actual financial advisor. And so what they do is they'll have some assumption about the way they think the market will go, and then you could place, basically, I mean, it's not the right word, but it basically is the right word, a bet on whether or not they think it's going to go up or go down. And if you're right, you make a lot of money, and if you lose, if you're wrong, you could lose a lot of money. Which is the thing that we learned in economics and about economic predictions is like, it's not that we don't have the tools to analyze financial data. It's just like, you can't use it to make predictions. That's the problem. It's just not good for it. There's too much issues with the data. At least not on that level. Now, you could definitely analyze an individual stock and make your own determination on whether or not it's going to be a good stock a couple years from now. Absolutely. But you can't just like press a button and like have some robot figure out whether the stock market's going to go up or go down the next day. Just invest in tulips? Sure. I think I get one shot. We got to be careful here. Oops, I guess we hit that too late. That's all right. Oh! Yo! That was close, man. This is a very healthy Nergigante. If I can just be very clear. Oh! Sorry, you screwed me up big time, dude. The boy who lived. Oh no! Not fair, man. I was doing so good. That's fine. He'll leave on his own. As depressing as this is, we'll just get these cannons in now. I love the idea of Nergigante being like such a constant invader over the course of world. I really wish Rise had the same thing. I mean, like, it was very similar to 4U, right? Sergio's showing his ass up all over the place. Being a menace. He was a real dick. That, you know, the Azure Rathalos quest? Like, he's a dick in that quest. I hated Sergio's. Leave me alone. Eat chunks of the rocks off? Is he glorping up the bioenergy? I'm just in my head gonna choose just to change bioenergy to something else. Calories. The protein. Like, I would actually really, like, this might sound weird, I would really prefer if they just changed all instances of bioenergy to calories. I would be fine with that. You know, Nergigante, yeah, he's on an extended bulk. He's going bear mode. Why not change calories derived to bioenergy? You know, for some reason, when I apply it to myself, I actually do kind of prefer bioenergy. Baijobu desu ka? Yeah, I'm fine. Remember Behemoth. Sure do. How can I forget? He's magic, I mean, The Witcher's in the game, too. You're actually casting Igni. Easy. Got that pretty quick. I don't know if we got everything we needed, but I'll take it. I'll take the money too. We're gonna do a little React content. Awkward stream schedule. We're gonna sleep. We're gonna watch something, and then I'm gonna sleep, and then I'll come back and we'll stream again. That's gonna be really awkward for me. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream super long, because like my body's gonna want to go into vampire mode, but I'll be able to stream a little bit. Sleep stream? Just turn the camera on? What a tremendous waste of bandwidth that would be. I would hate that. It's gonna be hard enough as it is. Who's pinging me? That I'm getting a lot of sleep streaming passive income. I mean, you could make the argument, you know, just do 24-hour streams. Just slurping up whatever pennies of AdSense that you get. Hold on. Immediately after stream.
LSD, cocaine, and ecstasy are now...
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. All right. Just chatting? Kokomuso!
Holmes just resubscribed for 13 months.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much.